Hello again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video number 25. Now, the return statement, which we're going to be talking about, returns a value of null. If you are not returning a value, then that is what you're going to get. You're going to get this. No. And we've seen that before, right? Now, if you put it outside the function, it stops the whole script, all execution altogether. So how about if we just practice, let's say sum, let's say integer, remember type hinting, we're going to say $x, integer, $y, then we're going to do your little brace, that will be your block. We're going to say $x equals to $x plus $y, and we're going to return $x. Then what we do is we're going to say $x equals to sum of 10 comma 20. So I say echo $x. And also I want to echo something else. I want to say echo this will work. How about that? How about if we put this little thing here, let it jump to. Let's do this. Push it to 10 and that'll work, right? So if I put a return right here, it will shut this whole part. See, it won't work. That's because the return, that's what it does. It stops, it terminates. It returns something to you and that's it. Anything that comes after that, it won't work. The same thing with this guy. So if I put him behind here, let's take this out for a second, right? If I put this guy before him, like this, let's close this up first. I'm going to comment that out, run it. This will work. See, this will work. But I also want this, so I want to return it and then go like this. See, 30, you cut it out. It won't work. If I took this and put it before that, then this will work and then you get your 30. Now let's look at the declare keyword that sets an execution of a block of code to run. There are 3 directives which can be declared. There's something called, tick. For ticks, there's the encoded, and then you got your strict type. Remember that? I showed you that before. It's over here. Let's take this out. It's over here. See? 14. We're not done yet. So that's what happened, right? So I'm going to do the ticks. The ticks directive will send a tick event each time a specified number of instructions have been executed, right? So we're going to do the what should we do? How about if we just do that? You know, should have kept that x equals 0. Let's do $length would be say 10. Let's say we do a function. We're going to call it on tick. On tick, like this. And I'm just going to put a message in here. So let's echo a message. What is it? Tick. Let's do this. that enough to be done? Okay, yeah, sure. So if you did this on tick, you get that stupid message. This, that's all. Tick, right? That's all you get. So then, of course, it registers, and then this is this is a way to to register and run each of the tick event that fires. It fires it up. It goes, bah, bah, it starts it. So put the simple code, and you can then I will get a count of 10. Since I'm using 10 here, we're gonna try to add a function called the register tick function, and that will send arguments of a callback function, which will call this guy right here, and this will register your function with the declared tick. It is just strange. So if I show you right here, that declare keyword sets an execution directives for a block of code, and if the directive, if that declare statement is not allowed by a block, then the directive applies to the rest of the code in that file. So if it's just the directive section allows that the behavior of the declare blocks to be set. So just add I'm just gonna add the function name that we created within that parentheses, and will be a callback. So if I kind of can I keep this like this? Would it bother? I guess not. Let's say we just do this. Yeah, what the hell? So we'll say we'll keep it. That's the example. So what's coming up with examples is the thing that's a little, just a little difficult. So let's do this. Let's do a while loop. Remember the while loop? You're gonna do something while this is, So we're gonna say while, and then we're gonna say $x is less than $length, and then you're gonna say, well, if it is, do this stuff, whatever's in that block, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna echo it out. We're gonna say X, and we're just gonna add 1 to it, so when it goes back, it prints out that next line, the next number. And let's do about 2 of them. That will work, right? That will definitely work. So it'll do this, it'll run that. Let's see, we got that function, we got the blah, 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 blah. And this is just gonna give me a bunch of numbers anyway. See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I gave it a 2 double space just so we can see it better, right? So see how wonderful this technique is? So what we're gonna do is maybe we just do this. Since we register, let's put it over here. We're gonna register, let's register, which doesn't do anything right now until we declare it. So we're gonna say register tick. Tick. It is a function, and we're gonna give it that because this is a function that's gonna send a function name. It's a callback. It's called a callback. So we're gonna say on tick like that. That should do it, right? Then we're gonna use the declare statement, because that's what we're showing you. The declare statement, and we're gonna declare a tick. So we're gonna say that every time you print out that one line with the number, just print out that, that stupid name, that word tick. So if I go like this and then say my excuse me. Well, I am an old guy. I've been in my 60s. Sometimes my throat, I don't know, it's been like screwed up for a few weeks. Okay, so we got this. Let's run this. And why did I get an error? Did I misspell something? Oh yeah, we don't have that. We have ticks. That's the actual parameter. Boom, there you go. See, what happens is it does 0, that's the same one, who cares? For each one, you get a ticket. Yeah, look, you printed the 0, you get tick. Oh, give me tick. And oh, look, put 1, tick, put 2, tick, 1 time only. If you wanted to add like skip the 2, you can just do this. You can say 2 and it skips. So it says tick 1, 1, 2, tick 1, 2, tick 1, 2. If you did 3, it would do like 1, 2, 3, tick 1, 2, 3, tick 1, 2, because that's all we got. Then tick. See how wonderful this technique is. I don't use them, but it is good to learn some advanced PHP techniques. Now, here's another advanced technique. It's called the namespace keyword, which is what that is used to declare in which the namespace. How would I put this? Like a PHP. Namespace is a way to organize. It's like creating folders. And it's a way of organizing your code. It is like creating folders basically, right? It allows us to create constants, functions, classes. That's for the OOP, object-oriented programming, which I'm not showing you here. That would be a whole set of completely different videos. And but in classes with the same name as others. So the namespace prevents conflicts between the classes and or functions that have the same name. It can be used to organize code by grouping, related classes like together, or functions, of course. But the namespace declaration on top, put it on the top. That's the way to go, and make it the first thing. So if you would do it, should I take this stuff out? Yeah, why not? Let's take it all out. Let's save it. Let's move that crap out of there. Just put it over here. You can put it down here. We could say name. See, the thing is, if you did this, right, if this had namespace, let's say a word, any word, namespace form2, let's say, right, and then I'm calling it here, but I'm also using a form2 here also, then this namespace will distinguish between this form and the form that you got here on your main program, and that's what this does. It's like a folder. You know how you kind of like do, remember how we included a folder? We'll do something like, it would be something like that. I don't know, just say folder 1, and then whatever the name is, remember that? We could do NASP, PHP, like that. It's because if this is sitting in another folder, but right now it's sitting in the same place as this, that's why I didn't have it on the other video. But if it was sitting in the folder 1, then this is how you include it from that folder, right? And it's a way to organize your code. So right now you could say namespace, let's say my date, because we're going to do something with the date. That's it. We're there. Okay, nothing, of course. And then let's create a function, right? That's going to use that. My function. We're going to say let's say temp. What the hell? Let's say temp. That's ugly. Now let's say we're going to create a variable called my date, and you're going to assign date. Remember that? We did that on one of the videos. And we're going to use, I don't know, we're going to say the hour, the minute, the seconds, and of course that little AM and PM thing. We'll do the small a this time. Then we'll go like this, blue, 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 because it gives it to you smaller. If you say return dollar my date, now because you're going to return it, right? Because I'm calling it, I want to see it. So you're returning it. So I'll come here, and then I'll say, I'm going to show you something first. Echo. It will be something like, remember we said that this whole thing will be under this namespace. I think because this is within here, it'll probably work. But if it was in another place, let's say this was some sitting here, or you're calling it in or whatever, this is how you call this function. You will say the backslash, right? That's how you do it. And then you're gonna put my date, because it's kind of what you called it, right? It's whatever's in this namespace. I want this to run. So you go like this, slash temp and parentheses black temp. I guess you would, well, you know, let's give it a shot. I think it'll work. There you go. He called it up. Let me see if it'll work, because it's within the same thing. See if it'll work. Yeah, it worked anyway. But if this was sitting somewhere else, then it won't work. Maybe we could give it a, who cares? So anyway, that's how you call it. Just like I said, because it's sitting within there, of course it's going to work, because we've been doing that all this time. But if you're using the namespace, use the namespace and then the name of the actual function. This is great if this is sitting in other forms, or if this is sitting in here and you called it right here, and first you include it right here, and then of course it will work. Well, we reached the end, and then if you enjoyed the video and you learned about the return, declare, the ticks, please hit the like button and the subscribe to my channel. This will help grow my channel. On the next video, I will talk more about the advanced PHP for each, which you already seen, and pre-match. Very interesting. This is some of the things that you will learn when you're trying to sanitize your data. So until next time, a good night.